There's only 1 week left in the session, and there's still no deal at the state capitol. Legislative leaders admit they are getting close to the time where staff will not have time to process the bills before next Monday's midnight deadline. As May Murphy explains the holdups.
A heavy hitter with a heavenly endorsement weighed in at the Capitol. The Archdiocese of St. Paul and Minneapolis is in favor of keeping state health care benefits for undocumented workers.
Are we going to let them die on the streets? Are we going to let them just suffer? Or are we going to allow them, all of us, the basic health care that we need?
Governor Tim Walz says he believes a compromise can be reached.
I've made it clear for me that I just think you've got to cover children. Those children are not, they didn't make the choice. And whether you disagree with the choice, you think something could be different, these children need to get health care.
Complicating this issue is the fact that the U.S. House of Representatives is scheduled to take up a measure that would cut federal funding to states that provide these kinds of benefits to the undocumented. However, this is hardly the only proposed federal cut that is hovering over these budget talks.
We are facing the need to balance the budget in a really uncertain time, with a federal government that's sending a lot of uncertainty and chaos in our direction.
GOP leaders were reluctant to talk specifics as they arrived for the midday negotiations with the governor. Other stumbling blocks include unemployment insurance for part-time workers like school bus drivers and making cuts in advance of the January 2026 rollout of paid family and sick leave, policies that would cover every worker in the state. At the Capitol with photojournalist Mike Durenberger, as May Murphy, WCCO News.
If there is no agreement by Monday's deadline, lawmakers will need a special session to try to hammer out a budget bill.